Well, PolskaÉire festival is actually a festival focusing on celebrating good relationship between Polish and Irish communities here in Ireland, but since last year also in Poland. And we do that together with the Polish embassy in Dublin and with the and also with the Irish embassy in Warsaw. Well, actually the festival started in 2015 in Ireland. It grew quite quickly actually over the years, and last year we decided that it would be good actually to bring it back to Poland as well, because the links between Poland and Ireland are growing amazingly over the last few years now, and it would be good to show people there in Poland how we live here, because there is almost like 130,000 Polish people living in Ireland, which is just a shocker to tell the truth. And we wanted actually to bring to Poland a bit of Ireland, but also a bit of what we as a Polish community do here in Ireland, to show them that we are a lively young community which is integrated and is actually celebrating living in Ireland. Well, I would say that's a bit like Irish diaspora abroad, that people know that there is plenty of Poles living abroad, but they don't really know what it is to be immigrant to the big extent, because majority of population stays at home, which is natural in every country. And what happened to us is that more or less 10 years ago, plenty of Polish people came to Ireland. They were all in their 20s, and now suddenly they are in their 30s or even 40s. They are all having kids, yeah, they are having kids. They are becoming part of the community, and because it's Ireland and almost everybody is singing or playing something, well, automatically you are getting into this stuff, and we decided that actually culture is something which can actually bring those communities together. And that's how we started in Ireland, started doing just day events for the local communities, and it grew, and then we decided, okay, let's try to do that in Poland as well, and that's why we brought that back there, and it happened, and I have to say that it was my private interest, that I wanted to have a real reason to go back to my hometown, which is Ruda, Śląska, and I decided, okay, let's try it there, because I know people there, I know organizations. Yeah, that's a bit difficult name. Don't worry. Well, actually, maybe it's just my personal experience, but I'm finding Irish people very open to new ideas, things, and really looking forward to having some fun in life. And all it's based on local initiatives, which is very important. You have a great local civic spirit here in Ireland. In small towns, it's almost amazing what people can do. And as I said, most Polish who came were very young, and they are now having young kids. And that really, really helps, because then once you start sending your kids to school or to preschool, you are starting to know local parents, you are getting to know them better, you do things together. So the idea came in a very simple way, that we should just approach local communities, not in Dublin, because Dublin is always oversold. There is so many things happening here that nobody is really interested in small initiatives, because you have such a variety of things to choose from. Yeah, but in local towns, if somebody is doing something, it's for free, and it's on the same time led by local people with some great ideas. It actually really sparks and works. A few years ago, there was a very tragic incident in Orlando where some crazy people shot plenty of people, and Barry was asked by the local LGBT group to come to Arklow to play, to commemorate the event and to pray for these people. And I don't know how, but you know, this is a small town, Arklow. Somehow we got contacted whether we can help with the equipment, and we happen to have equipment because we use it in our school. I mean, the music equipment, this kind of stuff. So we actually borrowed that to the group, and Barry came by bus Aaron with his guitar, and he plugged into our amplifier, and that's how we started. I listened to his music, and I realized, Jesus, this guy is just good, really, really good, and I want more. So I bought his CDs. My wife was looking at me a bit like, oh, he's buying another music again. But I bought those CDs and I listened at home, and I said after a while, you know what, if we're ever going to do something, I want him to be on scene with me and doing some nice music for us. And in the next few months, we came with this idea of doing the festival in Poland. So that's how Barry ended to fly to Poland. Yeah. And then we also met with Greg later on during one of the Barry's gigs, because I got to know that he's going to play in Arclo, so I went for a gig, and then I met Greg, another musician which I really fond of. As usual, I bought the CD, I listened to the CD, and then I said, no, he has to come as well. So now it's the next year, and he's coming as well. Well, my wife is telling to me that, you know, they probably think that you are some kind of a psycho fan because suddenly you let them and you are bringing them somewhere. But I'm hoping that they will be enjoying as Barry, I hope, enjoyed last year.
It was great, very warm welcome. I suppose we were only speaking about it earlier on. The only drawback for me was my visit was so short, but that was due to having gigs back in Ireland. So it was a very short visit, but the gig was great, and the crowd were brilliant. I got to speak with people after, and I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting some of them again. I got to speak a bit of Polish on stage. That was quite adventurous for me, but I've forgotten it all, but I'm going to brush up on it again. It was great. Lovely town there. The weather was good, and music was well received. So, feeling lost with nowhere to go, I'm trying desperately to find my way back home. If you meet me on the way, don't ask again, 'cause I'm fine, I'm just on my way. Hey, oh, oh, oh. The waiting room is like a box of tricks. For some you want, and some mean nothing. There's no talking, but still a little. What did he say? He said, I'm fine, I'm just on my way. Hey! Oh, 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 oh. Guide me home, oh won't you help me? Guide me home, oh won't you help me? Guide me home, oh won't you help me? Yeah, to guide me home.
Oh, this lack of authenticity is bringing me down. Oh, you got notions and feeble dreams. Oh, I can relate. Yeah, I know how you feel. Is it too late now? And now we're running out. Oh, yeah, it's too late. But I don't wanna fall asleep. It's too late. Tomorrow won't appreciate. She said all the things I wanna hear, and in the morning gone. I'm not the same man as the night before. Da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, I got to get myself away and venture to the unknown. Always looking forward, neglecting the now. But you should embrace this place, yeah. 'Cause the moment will pass. Evaluate yourself, because there's no one else. Oh yeah, it's too late, but I don't wanna fall asleep. Too late, tomorrow won't appreciate. She said all the things I wanna hear, and in the morning come. I'm not the same man as the night before. I'm not
festival, yeah, and then .pl. The page is in Polish, but I'm pretty sure Google Translate will do. Yes, we are also as well on Facebook. If you put PolskaÉire Festival Ruda Śląska, you will find that. If you follow Greg or Barry, you also find links to us. That's not the problem. And what's I think the most important is to say that if anybody here in Ireland is planning any trip to Poland in the end of summer, because we are doing that, as I said before, 24th to 26th of August, really don't go just to Krakow. Krakow is oversold. You should come to a better place, of course. So fly to Krakow, rent a car, drive 40 minutes, pop to us. And what's good about this festival is that we are not just doing Irishness, but we also do a lot about the Silesia culture, which is in this place very vital.